Hello and welcome, everybody. Take a minute to get yourself comfortable, maybe get some water to hand because we're going to do a bit of breath work. And when we do, you can get quite dehydrated. Today is all about how to reduce anxiety fast, which is really important to do because when we experience anxiety, that's really important to remember. Anxiety isn't who you are, it's an emotion that you experience. We really feel it in our body, and it really shows up in our body. And that's because when you feel anxious, it triggers the ancient fight, flight, freeze response. So that is why we feel it so much in our body. So I'm wanting to really start to understand anxiety and learn how to reduce it fast. You want to know what's actually going on in your brain. So a key part of your brain that you need to understand is called your amygdala. It's a tiny little almond shape in the middle of your brain. We've had it since the dawn of time, and it quite literally helps to keep us safe. Back when we were cavemen, sabre-toothed tiger would come up to us, and your amygdala triggers. The stress hormone cortisol starts to flood your body. Adrenaline starts to pump around. Your heart starts beating faster. Your breathing gets more rapid. Your digestive system slows down. Your immune system is suppressed. Your muscles get tense. You're primed for action. Okay, so I'm either going to fight it, I'm going to run away, or I'm going to freeze. The ancient fight, flight, freeze response. This was absolutely essential for survival back then. But the problem is, however many thousands of years later, our brains don't know the difference between a real and imagined threat. So that's why you might experience anxiety when you're being told to stand up and present in front of all your colleagues. Or you might experience anxiety when you've got to go into a new social situation. Or you might experience anxiety when you've been given a really tight deadline. Okay, this is a really kind of normal part of life. And you always have to remember that in those moments, your nervous system, your amygdala, thinks you're not safe. It thinks you're about to get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. So one of the best ways to start to reduce anxiety is to really remind your nervous system that you are, in fact, safe. And you're not about to get eaten. You maybe just be on your way to go on a date, for example, and you're starting to feel yourself going into that high alert. Okay, remember, anxiety is normal. It's a normal human emotion that we all experience. And it's also important to know that we all have different triggers. Different things trigger different people. So start to know the things that might trigger you. Is it getting on a busy bus in the morning? Is it, having to meet new mums in the playground? Is it having to give a big presentation? Know what your anxiety triggers are, because then you can start to really prepare your nervous system. But let's get into some breath work today. Remember, to reduce anxiety, it's all about reminding your nervous system that you are, in fact, safe. So I want you to place one hand on your chest. Let me lower this ever so slightly. And the other hand on your belly. Okay, the reason why this is so good at reducing anxiety is because you're placing your hands on the two areas of your body where we most commonly feel our anxiety. Most people, feel butterflies in their tummy, or kind of like a sinking feeling in their tummy. Lots of people, we feel that rapid heart rate, your breathing gets faster. Some people feel a tightening in their chest. So placing your hands on your body, even before you start doing some breath work, is a lovely way to send a calming signal to your amygdala and your nervous system to tell it, we are safe. Now you're going to start connecting to your breath. And your breath really is your superpower, because the more you calm this down, the more your nervous system and your whole body can calm. So your breath is really like your anchor, okay, for your whole body. So hand on chest, hand on belly, Then I want you to gently close down your eyes. We're going to begin to connect to the breath by doing audible breathing, which is breathing in through your nose and then open your mouth and breathe out for as long as you possibly can. The reason why we do this audible breath is because it helps to extend your out-breath. And your out-breath is where the power is because it helps to extend your out-breath. And your out-breath is where the power is. The longer you engage your out-breath, the easier it is to engage your parasympathetic nervous system. That's rest and relaxation, which is the opposite of fight and flight, which we go into anytime we feel anxious. Hand on chest, hand on belly, gently close down your eyes. And with your eyes gently closed, I want you to take a deep, long inhale in through your nose. And then open your mouth wide and breathe out for as long as you can. Breathing in through the nose. And letting go through the mouth. One more, breathing in through your nose. And letting go through your mouth. Let's do one more, breathing in through your nose. And letting go through your mouth. Then bring your breath to a gentle rise and fall as you imagine a balloon inside of your belly. As you breathe in, your belly and the balloon go up. As you breathe out, your belly and the balloon go down. Feel free to force your belly out at first, and if you're wearing high-waisted jeans, undo that top button because you really want to let that belly fully hang out. So let's do that together and we'll continue with that audible breath. So breathing in as your belly and the balloon go up. Breathing out as your belly and the balloon go down. Breathing in, belly and balloon go up. And then exhaling out through your mouth as the belly and balloon go down. Breathing in, belly and balloon go up. Exhaling out through your mouth as your belly and balloon go down. Let's do one more. Breathing in, belly and balloon go up. And then exhaling out through your mouth as your belly and balloon go down. Then bring your breath to a gentle rise and fall. As you really feel the warmth, your hands are providing these two very important parts of your body. And if it feels nice, you can give them a very soft, gentle rub like this. And then I want you to repeat these words in your head. I am safe. I am protected. I am not about to get eaten. And take a deep breath in for me. Let it go. And then to finish, I want you to gently start to shake out your hands. So move them up, move them down. This is because we can often clench our hands and our arms when we're feeling anxious. Give yourself 3 shoulder rolls like this. And then I want you to tap along your jawline and make this sound. I want you to go ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. Okay, you can now gently open your eyes. This one might feel a bit weird, but anytime you feel anxious, quite often people clench their jaws like this. Tapping along your jawline is a great way to release that tension. Shaking out your hands, moving your arms like this brings movement to your body, because often when we feel anxious and we go into that freeze response, you want to bring movement to your body to, again, remind your body that you are safe and you are free from danger. Okay, we're now going to do something called collarbone breathing. Don't worry if you've never tried this before. This is a really, really great technique for reducing anxiety. And that's because it was working on two places. So you're working on your, I'm just going to move my camera like this so you can fully see my chest. You're working on your collarbone point. Okay, so your collarbone point in tapping, you locate your collarbone. It's right here, down an inch and across an inch. That's where your collarbone point is. And this is really lovely because, again, we often feel and experience our anxiety in our chest. So you're going to be tapping, you're going to be working on your collarbone points, and you're also going to be working on your gamut point. So I want you to locate your little finger and your ring finger and then go back an inch. Okay, so this is where your gamut point is, and we're going to be doing it on your left hand and on your right hand. So little finger, ring finger, back an inch. Okay. We're going to begin on the left side. So I want you to place 2 fingers on your left collarbone point. Make sure nothing else is touching your body other than those 2 fingers. And then with your right hand, I want you to tap on that gamut point. And then we're going to do a specific type of breath work. So maybe keep your eyes open to begin and I'll show you what we do. So you breathe in halfway, breathe in fully, exhale halfway, exhale fully. Okay, got it? So closing down the eyes for me and I will guide you through. So breathe in halfway, breathe in fully, exhale halfway, exhale fully. Okay, really good. Now move that left hand over to your right side. So the right collarbone point, keep moving my mic so you can see me, right collarbone point with your left hand, using your right hand, tapping on that gamut point. Let me move this over so you can see what I'm doing. And repeat after me, closing down the eyes, breathe in halfway. Breathe in fully. Exhale halfway. Exhale fully. Okay, really good. Now we move back over to the left side, but this time you're just going to do your 2 knuckles. So rather than the ends of your fingers, you're just going to place those 2 knuckles there on that collarbone point, tapping on that gamut point. Close down the eyes and repeat after me. So breathe in halfway. Breathe in fully. Exhale halfway. Exhale fully. Okay, really good. Moving that left hand over to your right, tapping on that gamut point again. Let me move the mic like this. So you go tapping on that gamut point and follow my lead. Breathe in halfway. Breathe in fully. Exhale halfway. Exhale fully. Okay, really good. Now we swap hands. So use your right hand now, 2 fingers on your right collarbone point. You'll know kind of where it is. It feels quite good. Use a reasonable amount of pressure. Tapping on that gamut point, we're going to do that same breathing technique. So breathe in halfway. Breathe in fully. Exhale halfway. Exhale fully. Okay, really good. Moving now over to the left side. So your right hand on that left collarbone point, tapping on your gamut point. That's it. You can see me, can't you? Yes. And let me lower this down a bit more. There you go. And repeat after me. So breathe in halfway. Breathe in fully. Exhale halfway. Exhale fully. Okay, well done everyone. Now the final round, right side now, it's just going to have those 2 knuckles onto that right side. That's it. Tapping on that gamut point, breathe in halfway. I'm moving that right hand, so those 2 knuckles on that left collarbone point, tapping on your gamut point. Follow my lead. Breathe in halfway. Breathe in fully. Exhale halfway. Exhale fully. And then to finish, just place both hands on your chest. Take a deep cleansing audible breath. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can gently begin to open your eyes. Well done, everybody. That is collarbone breathing. I use this technique all the time ahead of, like, if I'm doing any big presentations or if I have to stand up in front of lots of people and I'm feeling really anxious about it. Collarbone breathing is great. It might feel a bit complicated to do it at first because you're thinking, what am I doing with my hands? But once you do it a couple of times, it will just become second nature and you'll know what to do. And there's also, of course, you can watch this video again. And there's also another video that is just collarbone breathing on my YouTube channel as well. So to finish today, we're going to do some tapping. Now, tapping, I would say, is one of the best techniques to reduce anxiety fast. Certainly for me, if I feel anxious about something, tapping is my go-to. And that's because you're physically tapping on acupressure points that allow you to physically bring your nervous system into a place of balance. And as you're doing this, it's sending direct calming signal to your amygdala. And actually, I should have said, if I didn't before, your gamut point is that fight-flight point, or we call it the fight-flight point in tapping. And that's because it sends a direct signal to your amygdala. Okay, so that's what we call it. The gamut point, also known as the fight-flight point. Sorry if I didn't say that before. You can tap on anything that you're feeling anxious about, and it's great to be specific. So, anxiety of a future event, anxiety of going on a date, anxiety of speaking in public. That's really good. But for today, we're just going to tap to really kind of stabilize your nervous system and really just baseline, make it feel really safe. Okay, because remember, anytime you feel anxious, your amygdala thinks you're about to get eaten. So what you always want to do is think, how can I remind myself that I am in fact safe? So take a moment to close down your eyes and just check in with how anxious you feel today. And I want you to see if you can give that anxiety a number. And the reason why we do this in tapping is because, like all of our emotions, they have a spectrum. So give your anxiety a number 0 to 10. How anxious do you feel in this moment, but with no judgment? Okay, where's your number today in this moment? And I want you to gently open your eyes, and we're going to begin to do some tapping. So as always, we begin on the karate chop. This is the side part of your non-dominant hand. And repeat after me. And let me just get the little script up that I wrote for you guys. Here we go. So tapping on the karate chop, repeat after me. Even though I feel anxious in this moment, I love and accept myself anyway. And even though my nervous system is on high alert, I am safe. I'm not about to get eaten. And even though I'm feeling this emotion anxiety. I love my body. I love my mind. I'm open to the possibility, feeling a bit more calm and safe. And then closing down the eyes, moving to the inner eyebrow point, I'm going to guide you through. So tapping on the inner eyebrow point, repeat after me. This anxiety, outer eyebrow, that I'm feeling in my body and mind. Underneath the eye, where do I feel it in my body? Underneath the nose. Anxiety is a normal human emotion. Underneath the mouth. Anxiety is a normal human emotion. Tapping on the chest. Everyone experiences it. Underneath the arm. It's not who I am. Tapping on the head. It's an emotion I'm experiencing. Moving to the inner eyebrow point. This anxiety. Outer eyebrow. What triggered me today? Underneath the eye. Maybe I know. Maybe I don't. Underneath the nose. Either way. Speaking directly to my amygdala. Underneath the mouth. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Underneath the mouth. We are completely safe. Tapping on the chest. We are completely safe. Underneath the arm. We're not about to get eaten. Tapping on the head. We are completely safe. Now place your palms facing up. Shut down your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath for me. So breathing in. And really let it go through your mouth for as long as you can. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in. And letting go. And with your eyes gently closed, first tuning into your body. How does your body feel in this moment? And see if you can start to breathe to any areas in your body where you might feel your anxiety. Do you feel it in your chest, in your throat, in your head? And just start to send your breath to that part of your body. And then just gently check in with your number. Where would your number be now? Remember, even if it's gone down by 1 point, you are starting to remind your nervous system that you are completely safe. And gently starting to give yourself permission to relax. So gently open your eyes. Tapping on the karate chop, we're going to finish with one final round. Repeat out loud after me. Even though I still feel a bit anxious. I love and deeply accept myself anyway. And even though my nervous system can go on high alert, that's okay. I'm a human being. I am completely safe. I'm not about to get eaten. And even though I sometimes feel this emotion, anxiety, I love my body. I love my mind. I give my whole nervous system permission to relax and feel safe. Okay, moving to the inner eyebrow point, closing down the eyes, and repeat after me. Thank you, amygdala. Outer eyebrow. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. Underneath the eye, it's okay, you can relax. Underneath the nose, we're not about to get eaten. Underneath the mouth, sabre-toothed tigers do not exist anymore. Tapping on the chest, thank you, amygdala. Underneath the arm, thank you for all that you do for me. Tapping on the head, it's okay, you can relax. Inner eyebrow, I give myself permission to relax and feel safe. Outer eyebrow, I give my whole nervous system permission to relax and feel safe. Underneath the eye, I give my whole nervous system permission to relax and feel safe. Underneath the nose, I am safe. Underneath the mouth, I am safe. Tapping on the chest, my body is safe. My mind is safe. Underneath the arm, I am the present moment, and that's all that matters. Tapping on the head, I am excited about what my future holds. Then place your palms facing up, shut down your eyes, take a deep cleansing breath, so breathing in through the nose and really letting go through that mouth for as long as you can. And then just take a minute to, again, just check in with your body. How does your body feel in this moment? Feel free to move your body. How does your body feel in this moment? Feel free to move your body as well. If you feel your anxiety in your shoulders, you might want to give yourself a few shoulder rolls. Or if you feel it in your neck, gently move your neck. Okay, if you feel it in your hands, take a minute to relax your hands. So how does your body feel? And then finally checking in with how you feel. Where is your number in this moment? Remember, even if it's gone down by 0.5 of a point, that is still incredible work, really starting to speak to your whole nervous system, reminding it that you are, in fact, safe. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, becoming present to this moment once again. Well done, everybody. I apologise for getting slightly jumbled up. I do so much tapping every day with my clients and all kinds of things. But hopefully you still were able to get lots of benefits from that tapping script that I designed for you today. Remember that whenever anxiety arises, it's a normal human emotion, but the words you use today really speak directly to the parts of your body and the parts of your brain that need to feel safe. And the more you do this, the more you open that dialogue with your body and your mind, the easier it is to reduce anxiety fast. Really hope you've enjoyed the session today. Remember that breath work, the breathing technique, your breath is always there to guide you anytime you feel anxious. Remember, put your hands on your heart and your belly, or both hands on your chest. Do what feels right for you. Remember that collarbone breathing technique is brilliant at preparing you for something that might normally make you feel anxious. And of course, tapping is always there to guide you. It is my absolute go technique if ever I feel anxious about anything. And it's just such a wonderful tool to have in your little toolbox of calm. So thank you so much for joining me today. Of course, as always, these are completely free, but if you do ever want to donate, there is a link in my bio. And of course, if you want some private sessions to work on your own personal needs, then please do get in contact. Kim at happyheads.me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye, everyone.